Hello, students. Today we are on the last part of the first chapter of ICSE Civics, that is, the Union Parliament. Today we are going to discuss about two important topics: the powers and functions of the Union Parliament and the exclusive powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Till the last year, the students of class 10th were studying about many powers and functions of the Parliament. The important powers and functions of the Union Parliament are legislative powers, financial powers, judicial powers, electoral functions, amendment of the Constitution, and control over the executive. But this year, as per the revised syllabus, many topics were removed from the syllabus, and this year you have to study only about the last power of the Parliament, that is, control over the executive. Now let us see what are the important points coming under the heading control over the executive. The control over the executive is also known as executive powers of Union Parliament. Sometimes question can be asked: explain about the executive powers of the Parliament, or it will be asked, explain how the Union Parliament exercise its control over the executive. Executive means the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. Now let us see how the Indian Parliament is exercising its control over the Indian Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. Following are the 5 methods through which the Indian Parliament puts its control over the executive. The first method of exercising control over the executive is interpellation. We studied about interpellation. Interpellation is the right of a member to ask questions from the government. The business of the House is starting with the question hour. The first hour of the business of the House starting at 11 o'clock and up to 12 o'clock will be for asking questions. During the question hour, the members are asking 3 types of questions: the starred question, unstarred question, and short notice questions. Once the question is accepted by the speaker, the member of the opposition side can ask the question, and the responsible minister or the MP from the ruling side should give the answer. So in this way, by asking question, the Indian Parliament is exercising its power over the executive. Second one is vote of no confidence. A vote of no confidence is a motion expressing lack of confidence in the ministry. The vote of no confidence is passed against the Prime Minister or a minister. The whole ministry has to resign. So it is the responsibility of the Union Executive to have the majority in the Parliament. The third one is adjournment motion. Adjournment motion also we studied, a motion that seeks to lay aside all other business of the House and taking a matter of particular importance. These motions of adjournment is another method of controlling the executive. Motion for adjournment is aimed at censuring the acts of omission and commission of the ministers. Then the fourth one is other motions of censure. The Parliament exercises its control over the government by other motions of censure. If these motions of censure is passed, it is equal to the passing of a vote of no confidence. Once these motions of censure are passed, the ministry has to resign collectively. Some of the examples of the other motions of censure: rejection of a government bill, passing of a private member's bill against the wishes of the government, etc., are the examples of other motions of censure. The last method of controlling over the executive by the parliament is monetary control. During the budget session, a cut motion may be moved. The Parliamentary Committee on Public Accounts ensures that public money is spent in accordance with the Parliament's decision. So, the monetary control means the Parliament is giving some direction to the executive how this money, public money, is to be used. These are the 5 points related to the executive powers of the Parliament. Then next topic is the exclusive powers of Lok Sabha. We studied that there are 2 houses in the Indian Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In many procedures and matters, both these houses are enjoying equal powers. But in some cases, this Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. So following are the 3 important exclusive powers of Lok Sabha. The first one, a motion of no confidence can be introduced and passed only in Lok Sabha. The motion of non-confidence normally brought by the opposition side, and Rajya Sabha has no right to introduce and pass the motion of no confidence. It is an exclusive power of Lok Sabha. A motion of no confidence can be introduced and passed only in Lok Sabha. The second exclusive power of Lok Sabha, a money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. There are 2 types of bills: money bill and non-money bill or ordinary bill. An ordinary bill or non-money bill can be introduced either in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. But money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. The Speaker of Lok Sabha is deciding a bill is a money bill or not. So this is the second point. The money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. Third one, if there is a deadlock between 2 houses over a non-money bill, the will of Lok Sabha will prevail because of its greater numerical strength. Regarding the money bill, Rajya Sabha has no power. Once it is passed by Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha has no right to reject it. Moreover, a money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. But in the case of a non-money bill, the Rajya Sabha can suggest some changes or it can reject. Normally, if there is a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha over a non-money bill, the solution for this problem is conducting a joint session of both the houses of the parliament. Then it will be discussed, the issue will be discussed there, and sometimes the issue will put for vote. If voting is there, the will of Lok Sabha will be prevailed or respected because Lok Sabha has more numerical strength. The maximum permissible numerical strength of Lok Sabha is 552. At the same time, the strength of Rajya Sabha is 250. More than double of the numerical strength is there in Lok Sabha than Rajya Sabha. So, normally, if there is a deadlock between two houses over a non-money bill, the will of the Lok Sabha will prevail because of its greater numerical strength. Remember these three exclusive powers once again. A motion of no confidence can be introduced and passed only in Lok Sabha. A money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. And if there is a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha over a non-money bill, the will of the Lok Sabha will be prevail. The next topic is the exclusive powers of Rajya Sabha. Like Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. The first exclusive power of Rajya Sabha. If Rajya Sabha passes a resolution with a two-thirds majority, the parliament will be empowered to make law mentioned in the state list. In order to avoid the confusion between the state governments and union government, the constitution provides for three lists. The three lists are union list, state list and concurrent list. In the union list there are 97 subjects. In the state list there are 67 subjects, and concurrent list there are 47 subjects. All the 97 subjects in the union list will be legislated by the union government. The 67 subjects in the state list will be legislated by state government. The concurrent list, both state government and union government can make law. But sometimes the union government can make laws on the subjects mentioned in the state list. For that, Rajya Sabha passes a resolution with a two-thirds majority. If the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution with a two-thirds majority, the union government will be, union parliament will be empowered to make laws on the subjects mentioned in the state list. So this is the first exclusive power of Rajya Sabha. The second exclusive power of Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha may declare that the creation of new All India services be made in the national interest. If Rajya Sabha declare for the creation of new All India services, the union parliament can make it. That is the second exclusive power of Rajya Sabha. The third point is Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved. We studied that Lok Sabha will be dissolved after the normal term of 5 years. Or if a motion of no confidence is passed against the ministry, the Lok Sabha will be dissolved by the president. But in any situation, Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. It will be a permanent house. Once the Lok Sabha is dissolved, the Rajya Sabha will take over the powers of Lok Sabha. These are the three exclusive powers of Rajya Sabha. Once again, if Rajya Sabha passes a resolution with a two-thirds majority, the parliament will be empowered to make law mentioned in the state list. Second one, Rajya Sabha may declare that the creation of new All India services be made in the national interest. Then last one, Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved. This is the end of the first civics chapter. This chapter will be there for the first semester examination. In the coming days, the question answers of the last two chapters will be uploaded. Thank you.